Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at what feels like a foundational pivot in how software is actually getting built.
It really is. Using old AI coding tools, like standard ChatGPT or Claude, it's kind of like using a Ferrari to deliver pizza.
Right.
I mean, it works, sure,
Yeah.
but you're leaving about 95% of what that thing can do just sitting in the garage.
Yeah.
The future is.
Yeah.
Well, it's the agentic workspace.
Exactly. So we're moving past those single-threaded AI chat assistants, the ones that just spit out code snippets, and we're stepping into what we're calling the conductor era.
That's it.
Yeah.
And our mission today is to really unpack Google Antigravity, which is this next-gen workspace and the system that makes it all click, the R.A.P.S. framework.
Really?
Yeah. Rules, Armoury, parallel agents, and serverless running. And the promise here is, building production-ready apps in under half an hour.
Okay, let's slow down and define that. What is anti-gravity officially?
So the official line is it's an agentic AI-first IDE, an integrated development environment powered by models like Gemini 3, Claude, and it's designed from the ground up to build real software using specialized agents and deep tool integrations.
So an easier way to think about it.
Just imagine VS Code and ChatGPT had a kid.
Okay.
And that kid was raised by a team of specialist developers who never sleep, never complain, and never ask for an hourly rate. That's anti-gravity.
And that's the critical distinction, right? Because the tools people use now, like Cursor or just a chatbot, they give you pieces of code. It's a single-threaded back-and-forth conversation.
The whole workflow changes.
Yeah.
Anti-gravity brings like 3 huge advantages to the table. First is long-term memory.
It remembers.
It remembers.
Yeah.
It maintains context across your whole project. It knows what you built yesterday, which file you're in. It's a massive relief.
And the second big piece is that you're not just chatting with one AI. You're managing a small AI development team through these specialized agents.
Right. And it uses what we're calling structured workflows. The system is building actual systems from your answers, not just giving you the answers themselves.
Okay, and the third advantage, you said it connects to the real world.
Yeah, the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. This is what lets the AI connect directly to databases, to scraping tools, to live documentation. It gives the AI eyes and hands.
So if the core difference is managing a dev team, what is the architectural blueprint for that management?
The R.A.P.S. framework, that is the blueprint. It defines the rules, the tools, the roles, and the deployment for orchestrating that team.
Okay, so that brings us to the methodology itself, R.A.P.S. Let's start with the R rules.
Right. Think of rules as the track conditions for your Formula One car.
Okay.
You can have the fastest car, the best driver, your AI. But if it doesn't know the track, it's going to give you generic results. Rules set the personality and the technical standards for the race.
So they're basically master instructions that ensure consistent code quality, because without them, you get that chaos we've all seen.
Oh, yeah. Inconsistent naming, 3 different CSS frameworks in one project. Just a mess.
And you can set these rules at different levels, right?
3 critical levels. You start with global rules. These apply to every single project you ever start.
So this is like my personal default.
Exactly. Your persona, senior product engineer at Stripe, and your go-to tech stack like Next.js 14 and Tailwind.
Then you drill down into workspace rules.
Yeah, these are project-specific. For an app we might build, say, subreddit Pulse. We could mandate a specific color palette, a certain design aesthetic, maybe class morphism.
And finally, task rules.
Super simple, one-off commands, like build a logging component but use React hooks only. That's a task rule.
You know, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself.
Oh, me too.
You start a conversation, it's going great, and then 3 prompts later, it's completely forgotten the style guide you gave it.
That is the exact pain point this solves.
Right.
Rules let you hard-code a definition of done.
That definition of done.
Yeah. So you can require the AI to, say, verify the UI, check for edge cases, and update the docs before it can mark a task as incomplete. It prevents it from giving you code that just breaks on compile.
That's a huge shift. You're defining the goalpost, not just kicking the ball.
Right. And if rules are about consistency, what external context do they need so they don't build something that's already outdated?
They need eyes and ears. They need the Armoury.
Exactly.
So let's talk about A for Armoury. This is where that MCP, the Model Context Protocol, really comes into play. It solves that disconnection from reality that plagues so many AI models.
For sure. And the specific tools are what's so fascinating. Let's take 5 essentials. First, Context 7.
Why is that one so important?
Because AI training data is always stale. Always.
Okay.
Context 7 gives the AI live access to the latest API documentation. No more deprecated code errors.
Okay, that's huge. What's next?
Firecrawl. For an app that needs fresh data, like our subreddit Pulse example, Firecrawl can go scrape websites and just hand back clean, structured data.
So it turns the web into a database for the app.
Pretty much. And
Yeah.
speaking of databases, you integrate Supabase. This lets the AI team manage schemas and query data with just plain English. You don't write any SQL. The builder agent just handles it. Then for memory, you bring in Pinecone.
This is for RAG, right?
Yeah.
Retrieval Augmented Generation.
Exactly. RAG is just a fancy way of saying the AI can look things up in an external knowledge base. Pinecone stores your old project data, docs, design patterns. It gives the AI perfect long-term memory.
And the last one.
Notion. Just for organization. The AI can create project pages and docs automatically to keep the human team in the loop.
It sounds complex to set up.
It's surprisingly not. It's just a JSON config file where you paste your API keys. But here's the tip. Start small.
Okay.
Pick 5 to 10 essential tools. Don't go crazy and add 50, because too many tools will actually slow things down and shrink the AI's useful context.
So how do specialized tools like Context 7 address that fundamental issue of AI training data getting stale so fast?
Live documentation access prevents outdated API use and ensures the AI uses the newest technical patterns.
Got it. Okay, now we're at the heart of it. P for parallel agents.
This is the conductor era in full effect.
We said telling one generalist AI to do everything just gives you mediocre everything. So Antigravity deploys specialized agents that work at the same time.
And this is where you, the human, stop being the coder and become the architect. You set the vision, and the agents handle the details. And we can define, say, 4 main archetypes.
First up is the design lead.
Yep. Its mission is purely visual, UI, UX, making things look amazing.
Yeah.
We tell it to use modern principles like glass morphism, and its lane is clear. It only owns the front-end folder.
It can't touch anything else.
Can't touch the back end. That's for the builder. The builder's job is functionality, logic, API routes. It owns the back end and API folders.
Third is the nerd. I like that name.
The nerd is your QA lead. Its job is to break things. It writes unit tests, audits the other agent's work, and lives inside the tests folder. It's your safety net.
And the last one, the researcher.
The researcher is read-only. It gathers intel. It might find the best libraries to use or the most efficient data structures, and it writes its findings into a planning document, like plan.md.
So you, as the conductor, might tell the design lead, make this dashboard look like Linear's UI, while you're also telling the builder, implement the API for Firecrawl.
Exactly. You orchestrate.
Okay, but if the agents are working in parallel, what guarantees their changes won't conflict or just overwrite each other's work?
Assigning those clear domain ownerships, those lanes, for each agent is what prevents the conflicting code changes. The system literally stops the builder from messing with the front-end folder.
And that clarity is the whole game.
If everything.
Which brings us to the final letter, S, for Serverless Running. The team built the app, but how does it run when your laptop is closed?
S is for deployment. You deploy it straight to serverless platforms, Modal, Vercel, AWS Lambda, whatever, using built-in tools.
And the process is simple.
It is. The agents naturally build modular code. So you just pick a platform. Modal is great for Python jobs, Vercel for React front ends, and then you deploy it with a natural language prompt. Something like, deploy this app to Modal, run it every hour, store results in Supabase, and Antigravity just handles it, the packaging, the scheduling, all of it.
It's really a set-it-and-forget-it system.
Totally.
Okay, let's walk through that subreddit Pulse example again, step by step, using R.A.P.S.
Go. A dashboard scraping 2 subreddits, making LinkedIn content, updating hourly.
So first, we set our global rules. Next.js, TypeScript, senior engineer persona. Then we create the initial design doc. And here's the pro tip. Feed the AI specific design screenshots.
Yes. Don't just describe it. Show it examples from Linear or Vercel. It gets the look and feel instantly, way better than text alone.
Then the agents get to work.
Yep, the app design lead adds those cool glass morphism effects. The app builder hooks up the Firecrawl logic. And the app nerd runs audits to make sure the hourly job won't crash.
And the final deployment step.
We use the Supabase integration to create the database tables with a prompt, and then the final command. Deploy the scraper to Modal. Run hourly. Save to Supabase. Done.
Whoa. Just imagine scaling that. A system that tracks 1,000 sources with hourly updates, all maintained by an AI team.
A superhuman speed.
Yeah.
And 0 human burnout. That's the moment of wonder right there.
It is. So anti-gravity shines where speed and structure matter. Rapid prototypes, MVPs, internal dashboards, automation jobs. It's a cheat code for common development patterns.
But we have to talk about the boundaries. When should you absolutely not use this?
Definitely.
Avoid it for production-critical systems. Anything in banking, healthcare, core infrastructure.
Why is that?
The higher the risk, the more you need manual control.
Huh.
Same goes for really niche domains like embedded systems, or if you're working with a super custom, outdated tech stack, the AI is best at modern standard workflows.
So for a first-time user building that subreddit Pulse app, what's the most important takeaway from that example?
Feeding the AI design screenshots or rules guides the results far better than relying solely on text prompts.
So what does this all mean for the future of development? It feels like the era of the lone coder writing every single line of CSS is, well, it's ending.
It is. We're seeing reports that developers using these agentic tools can work up to 55% faster. It's a massive leap.
The role itself is shifting then.
Completely. You go from being the implementer, the person worried about every semicolon, to being the architect, the strategist. You define the vision. The R.A.P.S. agents implement, debug, and deploy.
The advantage isn't just writing code faster, it's designing a system that builds itself.
That's the real unlock.
The tools are getting there so fast. So here's a final challenge for you, the listener.
Yeah.
Pick one small project you've been putting off. Spend a weekend building it with an agentic IDE and this R.A.P.S. framework.
By Monday morning, you'll probably have a working prototype.
And it will likely change how you think about building software forever.
Until next time.